Hi guys, I'm walking over to the CUB Foods Grocery. Look, this is a donation box to give shoes and clothing. They plant trees if you donate and give them to the homeless and poor. But somebody just destroyed all of this. Like, went into the donations, I guess, and just scattered everything. And look, a lot of these things are children's clothing and adult clothing, mostly children's clothing and shoes. I don't know. This is horrible. This is horrible. I don't know who did this, but it's horrible. Somebody, I don't know if they pulled it out of the box or if they just went in the bags and just destroyed it all. These are supposed to be clothing donations, yeah, to give to people who need them. I don't know what's going on in this place lately. This city it's okay, but there's so many problems, and this is a poor area, and yeah. Anyhow, lots of dirty snowbanks in this Midway area of town. That's where I am. I'm in the Midway, which is the area between Minneapolis and Saint Paul that connects the two cities. It's like the border between the two, except they're basically just run like one big city, or considered to be two cities that are one. Anyway, they built this stadium over here in a very inconvenient location, I think. It's caused the businesses a lot of problems, lack of, space to get through the street. Also, see, it's supposed to be a soccer and or non-American football stadium. So, yeah. But there's businesses. They had to chop this mall right in half. There was a strip mall right here. Midway Marketplace, I believe it's called. They chopped it right in half while the business was in business for the day. So people were at the Family Dollar store shopping, and meanwhile they were chopping it right outside the wall. All kinds of noise, all kinds of construction. If they would have messed up, they would have come through the wall. Like, seriously, crazy way of doing things, but that's how they did it. This is all piled snow covered in dirt. That's how much snow we got just in the last month. Somebody's trashing this area. There's no way through here unless you want to crawl over snow that's going to collapse beneath your feet when you step on it. Okay, so I'm walking past the Walmart into the CUB. Yep. Trying to get some groceries that I can afford, I guess. Which isn't going to be a lot, but we'll see. Produce and fruit in Minnesota is really expensive in the winter because it's basically all coming from a greenhouse or from somewhere else. The raspberries are on probably the biggest sale you get in the winter, and they're still $3. See, this is actually, it says raspberries, but it's actually blueberries. I hate when they do that. They always do that. That's okay. These are organic, so these are $5, and that's good. But I'm gonna have to get the non-organic ones, which is unfortunate because I actually prefer the organic everything when it comes to berries and stuff. Now finding some that look like they might last for a couple days, right? Okay, no, that's pretty good. I mean, it's good for here. I don't know how much grapes are anywhere else. $1.99 a pound. You can pick between green and red. I'll probably get red. Not bad. See, this store has a lot of pre-cut, pre-prepped fruit. But truly, I'd rather get my own for a cheaper price and prep it myself since I know how to do it. And it's not hard to cut fruit. Plus, I think they sometimes take the fruit that is a little bit older, maybe has some blemishes, some bruising, and chop the pieces that are decent looking off and make these containers. So I'd rather just pick out my own whole fruit and just chop it myself. I suppose if you're having a party or something and you're in a hurry and you don't have time for that sort of thing, or you don't have the skill, you could get these. Me, it's just not my thing. They're calling it a horned melon. I thought it was a star fruit. But, oh, it looks like there's both. These are really expensive here. Any kind of exotic or tropical kind of stuff. These things are good to make like something with onions and stuff. But yeah, it's kind of, they have mature coconuts, but they don't have young coconuts, which is the only ones that I eat. I'm gonna get a banana for my rat. Bananas are the only fruit in the whole world that I don't like. But my rat adores bananas. I'm gonna get a slightly green one because I know that by the time he eats it, it's gonna be okay. All these avocados are hard as a rock, not ripe. There's one that's so rotten somebody's thumb went through it. The rest are not ripe. I need one that's ripe enough to eat tonight. This one is probably my best bet. It's really hard to find avocados that are not overripe here because they don't want them spoiling on the shelf, and people don't buy them that fast because they are expensive here. Living in a place where it's winter half the year is hard on produce and buying produce, and that's what I want because that's mostly what I eat. You know, as somebody who doesn't eat meat and basically just eats a lot of this kind of stuff, you know, it's not the easiest, but I do my best. And most of our stores here have a lot of this bulk kind of stuff. Excuse me. Like not even just co-ops, but like every store, even the big stores. The only one that doesn't, I think, is maybe Aldi. They don't have bulk stuff, but they're a specific type of store. Yeah. So my thinking was that maybe I would make a video and make Tammy Slayton's Kool-Aid pie. You know, even though it's kind of a, it's not a fancy recipe or anything, but I wanted to try it out just for fun. A lot of people made Amy's fudge. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to eat a can of frosting, but I would like to try the Kool-Aid pie because I live with a guy who might actually enjoy it. And yeah, I just don't remember exactly what I need. I know I need Cool Whip, which I've never actually bought before. I make my own whipped cream usually in a blender. And what do you need? Like a thing of Kool-Aid. She used 2 for more flavor. Kool-Aid in and of itself doesn't have any calories. It's the sugar that you add that has the calories. And I don't remember, condensed sweet condensed milk, I believe. So I'm gonna have to check it out and try that for a future video. So my thing is, I trained in culinary art. I know how to cook pretty much all meat, but yeah, I don't eat meat anymore. I became a vegetarian a couple of years back. I've stuck with it completely, but I still buy meat because I live with the person who eats it, and I also still cook it for him. Now, I'm not the kind of person who's like, ew, I can't touch meat, I can't cook it. I still do. I have no problem doing it, as long as it doesn't get in what I'm eating. You know, I'm up for anybody having the diet that they like to have or want to have, and I'm not going to push mine on them. My friend Sharon, that's been in my videos with me, is also a vegetarian. She's more strict about it. She won't have meat in her house. She won't cook it. I respect that. Me, I don't mind it. I'm not going to force the guy I live with to eat my way. That's all I'm saying. So I know that some people might be upset about that, but you know, I got my way of life. I find plenty of what I want to eat the way that I eat, so. And touching meat doesn't gross me out. I ate meat most of my life. Hey. So this store has a lot of foreign items. Global area, I think it's called. And I like these kind of things. I like these like Asian soy drinks with the tapioca right inside of them. I actually started drinking this kind of stuff when I was homeless because I hung out in an area where there was a lot of Asian markets and things when I was homeless, and the people would just kind of give me beverages from in there, things I'd never heard of before. The first guy who ever gave me anything on the street gave me one of these drinks. I didn't know what it was. It turned out to be like my favorite thing ever. These aren't stocked right and they're falling all over. That's what all the noise is. Yeah, and basically they have coconut floating in them. So you drink it and you eat it, which I think is awesome, but some people don't like that. Personally, I have no problem with it. And I loved it. I asked him what it was, and he says, he was broken English, you know, he didn't speak English very well, but he's like, eat it and drink it. I'm like, what? He says, you eat, you drink. I'm like, okay. I didn't know what he meant, and I found out what he meant. It has pieces of young coconut meat floating in it, and it's awesome. So I've been buying them ever since. 20 years, you know. And yeah, that was wonderful. And it was so cool of him to give it to me because I would have never known about that. Or maybe I would have known years later and not when I did. Had he have not been generous and given me some of those, and every day he would give me one. You know, and I wasn't even asking for anything. He just saw me there and he handed me one of those drinks. And sometimes he would give me this one, and sometimes he would give me the coconut roasted, or non-roasted too, drink. And I thought that was just wonderful, and I've been buying them ever since. There's like a wall of beverages in this store. Literally a wall. Stops there, turns into like Ziplocs and trash bags. But from here, it's from there to here is all beverages. And even on the other side too, after the TP is beverages. Yeah, and I can't afford any of them right now. I added up all the stuff that I need to get, and I don't think I have enough money left to get the stuff I need to try that video with the Kool-Aid pie yet, but I am going to try. I don't know, maybe after I get some money I will definitely do that. The organic meatless things and like the meat substitute items here are way expensive. Like I would get these corn dog things, which are actually better than real corn dogs to me if they weren't like $5, and you only get like 4, I think, and maybe that's not bad to some people, but to me it is. And then Gardein I don't really like. There is a brand over at Target that I absolutely adore. They make fake bacon that is so good, and they make fake ham that's better because I hate real ham. I always hated real ham. Even when I ate meat, I never liked it, so I love this fake ham that they make. Yeah, harmless ham it's called. There's a lot of frozen dinners, like a whole wall of them here. Anyway, I'm not getting that. I'm gonna go, but I just want to let you know, like, I'm gonna try that Kool-Aid pie thing in the future when I have the money to buy the ingredients, because it's not things I would normally buy. I'm gonna have to stop at the Walmart, which I absolutely hate Walmart, but sometimes there's an item I need and I forgot to get it and I can't backtrack because of my asthma, so I'm gonna have to stop. Wow, those are some warm shoes. I don't know why this is looking cloudy, guys. I have no idea why this happens. All right, I found the item that I forgot to get at the regular grocery. Yeah, in this stupid Walmart. Now I'm gonna take this thing here and tear this apart like I always do when I find these, and then I'm gonna sit at the bus stop and... Is that a chicken bone? Ugh. All right. Yep. I'm gonna sit at this bus stop and wait endlessly for my bus because I think I just missed it and it's not gonna come for a half hour. And I guess that's it for now, and I'm gonna come back later when I can get the ingredients for the Kool-Aid pie. And just generally Because, yeah, what a mess out here. Everything's melting, but I am glad it's warmer. But the snowbanks get so dirty after, you know, a few weeks of being sitting there, being driven by all the cars and buses and the train. Yeah. A house of sleep. Anyway, yeah, so I'm going to sit here and listen to some music and I guess I'll finish this up. Anyway, thanks, guys. I know this wasn't like way exciting, but it's what I did today, so hey. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for watching. Thanks for caring in any way about me. And I will talk to you later, or actually, hopefully sooner.